The man dropped his candy, picked it up, and shoved it into the soldier's mouth. He was a director in North Korea's security department, no one could disobey his orders. The soldier didn't dare resist and drove the man to the banquet hall. Suddenly, the soldier's name was called on stage. It turned out this was a commendation ceremony. He was being celebrated as a hero for capturing deserters, but only he knew he was the one trying to escape. After the ceremony, he was taken to an office for paperwork. While the staff stepped away, he used a utility knife to cut off his photo and stole a travel permit. Then, he sneaked into the general's office and used a pen to pry open a drawer. With ease, he stamped the stolen permit with an official seal. Now, all he had to do was run as fast as possible. But before he could escape, a nearby guard spotted him. Thinking fast, he acted like an officer, questioned the guard, and casually picked up a half-smoked cigarette from the ground. The guards, thinking they had been caught slacking off, immediately stood at attention and saluted him. With that, he successfully fooled them. Realizing the compound was heavily guarded, he had only one way out, the main gate. He carefully approached the parking lot and found an unlocked car. Then, he headed back into the banquet hall and spotted a drunken general. Pretending to help him, he carried the general into the car and started driving toward the gate. Everything was going smoothly until the general placed his hand on the soldier's shoulder. Panicked, the soldier turned his head. The general simply muttered, "Water." Relieved, the soldier quickly opened a bottle and handed it to him. The gate guards saluted the general and let them through. When the general woke up, they were already in the wilderness. The soldier thought he had finally escaped, but the car ran out of gas. A passing military truck stopped, then turned around and drove straight toward them. Staying calm, the soldier asked if they had any spare fuel. He flashed his forged travel permit and pretended to be an officer. Instead of giving him fuel, the soldiers escorted him to the police station. There, he saw his captured friend, the one he had planned to escape with. Thinking fast, he used his fake officer status to bail his friend out. But the officer in charge grew suspicious. He insisted on taking them to security headquarters to confirm their identities. The soldier had no choice but to agree. On the way, the officer reached for his gun to arrest them. But the soldier noticed in time and grabbed the gun first. They struggled fiercely. Suddenly, the car crashed into a sign and flipped over. Things got worse, pursuers had arrived. Thinking fast, the soldier smeared blood on his face and played dead. Once the gunfire stopped and the pursuers started searching, the soldier and his friend jumped up and sprinted toward a cliff. Bullets flew past them as North Korean troops kept firing. Luckily, none hit their mark. With no time to think, the soldier and his friend leaped into the river below. They had escaped.